what is it? Wasn't not Abraham, our father, justified by his work? He walked perfect with the Most High. Even from, even leaving his own, leaving his comfort zone, leaving his family, his father, they got land in Mesopotamia and stuff like that. And the Most High said, hey, listen, I have a place for you and your seeds after thee, right? His, in his vision, something troubled him, and the Most High explained to him, like, listen, look at it, your seed is going to, be a sojourner and be serving a nation for 400 years, right? Now, look at Abraham looking at this thing like, man, look at, he ain't never been no servant but to the Most High, right? So, it's like, he can fathom this. But guess what? This is how perfect and how much faith this man had of the Most High. He walked it, he did it as, as though it worked. And that's how we have to, walk in this thing here, man. We gotta be, like we say, 20 steps ahead of the game. You got, or like we will say, man, claim it. Don't say, oh man, I hope I get something. Claim it, right? And that's what we be saying, in our circles and stuff like that. When we want to achieve something or we want to get something, go ahead, man, claim it, man. Don't say, if I hope I get something. Say, I got it in the name of, back then it was like in the name of Jesus. I got the victory. You know what I'm saying? He had so much faith then, you get in this truth, man, and then, all faith be dead, You gotta claim that thing, man. That's faith. That's the power of faith. Yes, ma'am.
Actually, ironic with me, I know my history where I came from. And with that being said, and I was one that taught a lot on faith too, But on the other side of the coin, since I came into this truth,
right.
This is my personal experience. I actually seen the Most High work in even more so miraculous ways. I mean that honestly, he tickles me. I'm serious.
Right.
Honestly, the Spirit, he would just, he just tickles me. I can read something in the scripture, and he would give me the confirmation. It might be weeks later, and I just but he'll take me back to that time period, and I was like, he just puts me in awe. And then I have had so many since I've been in this truth, that is. And I'm thinking I just had it made when I was in Christianity, teaching about faith this, faith that, it's not lying, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
So when I came in this truth, I'll tell you, like I said at the beginning, the Most High has put me in so much awe at the amazement of how he works on my behalf. Even though I'm going through trials, don't get me wrong, and it's not the big thing. It's like
the little stuff.
I should have got tickets,
right?
Not one ticket,
right?
And then just recently, which I would want to in-depth detail, it's just like he just leads me in directions, and he opened the doors, has been opening up for me to do this and do that. So I mean, for me, I'm seeing him more of an explosion, if I can use that terminology,
right?
Of my faith in him than I ever have.
Right. Hey, amen. Amen. So
it's still a struggle, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I said what I said because, for the most part, the truth is new. So, and depends on how people receive things or retain things, right? When you start talking about the Christian church, right? Some people, will take what you said as being, oh, that person is Christian, and they hold back. But really, if you read the scriptures, some of the things that we did in the Christian church, they did, the Jews who were called Christians did these things. The Israelites, before they were called Christians, praise and worship, okay? And sing songs, sing hymns, right? So there ain't nothing, The only thing really is the doctrine, and you know the fact that they taught you know lawlessness and stuff, and they taught things that you know that ain't in the scriptures as far as feast days, as far as you know Halloween, all that stuff that never in the Bible, right? So it was never nothing wrong with the worship and the laying on the hands and you know and all that stuff like that. It was all it was. Hey, boy, you have your testament, patriarch. If you don't mind. All right. So, Matthew 5 and 27. Read this. Here's an example. Check this out. Check out what Christ. He was going over. You know, you hear in old times that you're going through the law, the 10 Commandments. Check this out now. Here's an example of what I talk about behavior. Right? Read.
Matthew 5, starting with verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not commit. You have heard that in old time. What old time? When we received the law, right? Thou shalt not commit adultery. Okay? Read.
Verse 28. But I say unto you.
But I say unto you. Let's check what Christ say now. Read.
That whosoever looketh upon a woman to lust after her has committed adultery with her already in his heart.
Read that again.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh upon a woman to
on a woman to lust after her, read,
has committed adultery with her already in his heart.
Now, why do you believe that? I mean, why do you believe why Christ said that? Why Christ said, you know, you heard in old time, right, being said, thou shalt not commit adultery, right? But I say this is what I say to you, that whosoever looketh upon a woman to lust after her committed adultery already in his heart. Why do you think Christ said that? Yes, ma'am.
Because your thoughts can become your actions.
There you go.
You're already looking at her, you're already thinking that. It only takes one interaction to proceed all the way up.
Right. Y'all understand that? Yes.
And back on what she said, just more of a summation. It says your evil. Jeremiah says the heart is desperately wicked, right?
Right.
So it's a lot going on in the heart, but nonetheless, our imaginations.
Right.
Christ already see what we're thinking.
Wicked imagination.
So he's portraying an evil imagination that's going on. I might not see someone looking, or you might not see me looking, but he sees. And
right.
You know what my thoughts were.
That's right. Exactly. So it's more the spirit of the law rather than the law, you know, the carnality. Because see, guess what? I done even heard pastors say, okay, man, you know, at weddings, after you know we done they done got, you know, after we done had the, you know, the toast and all that, and we just conversate and say, man, look here, hey man, hey, you can look at the, you know, it's like a museum, man. You can look, man, but you better not touch. Man, when I first read this, and you know, I heard this being taught to me, I was like, dang, man. What Pastor so, you know, what Pastor so-and-so talking about? You can't even look at this woman and imagine, you know, oh, I wish, you know, she would, you know, I mean, even to tell a brother, man, like, yo, man, you lucky, bro. Or anything like that, man. That can, you know, that can even allude to some foolishness, you know. Depends on the person, you know. Read on.
Verse 29. If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out.
Pluck it out.
And cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
It said, man, look at it. If your right eye offend you, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for only one member to perish than the whole body going to hell. Okay? Now, Christ ain't literally telling you to maim yourself or pluck your eye out, right? But he said, look at it, man. But it's only saying that, yo, listen, you got to get all of this in subjection, right? Exercise some, you know, operating the fruits of the Spirit. That one, temperance. You know, yeah, the love, the joy, and the peace, all that is good now. But see, the love of the Most High is to keep the commandments. And one of the commandments is, thou shalt not commit adultery. And Christ said, look here, look here, I'll tell you this. Man, if you look at this woman wrong, suspect, you have committed adultery. And that ain't all, you know, that's just one aspect of committing adultery out of several that he had mentioned in the New Testament. Because there's a thing on marriage and, you know, putting away and all this other stuff too. Right? That we got to be careful of. But, you know, read on. There's more on that, or you done finished?
No, I think that's verse
30. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 30. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off.
And if your right hand offend thee, cut them off. Right? Read.
And cast it from thee. For it is probable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
So in other words, man, start putting that flesh in subjection. You know. Hey, this ain't in the lesson, but go to 2 Corinthians 10 and 5, real quick. I think the Most High, that was what I'm trying to say. It just came to me where I wanted to say that. Start at verse 3.
All hands said, "Con."
If y'all don't got it yet, man, just write them down. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. Go ahead.
All right. 2 Corinthians 10, starting with verse 3.
Come on.
For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Come on.
Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
The pulling down of strongholds. So these things, these carnal or temptation that we deal with, man, is strongholds. Right? Paul said, man, look at every time, you know, I try to please the Most High by keeping the commandment, I see another law that's working against my members. That's trying to work against me. That's a stronghold. Right? Read.
Verse 5. Casting down imaginations.
Casting down imagination. There you go. And what else?
And every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High. And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. And
bringing into captivity, you know, every thought, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ, you know. So every wicked imagination and stuff like that, you know, we bind it, cast it out, put our flesh under subjection and stuff like that to the obedience of Christ. See, the law is our schoolmasters that bring us to Christ. But once that is fulfilled, then there's no more schoolmasters. They ain't telling us, you know, well, once we have Christ now, we believe in Christ now, so Now we ain't need no schoolmaster. No, it takes some time. Christ still taught the law every Shabbat in the synagogue. You understand what I'm saying? So he didn't, he didn't do away with the law. He didn't destroy the law, okay? Given by Moses, given to Moses and stuff like that. But he taught you he fulfilled it by the Spirit. But he showed you another side of keeping this law. And by faith and pure love, pure perfection, right? Pure perfection and pure love and perfection. Okay. Read on. Excuse me. Yeah. Read on.
Verse 6. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedient, obedience is fulfilled.
Having a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Okay? Let's go to the book, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. Okay? The Testament of Levi. All right? This is in the Apocrypha and Pseudepigrapha of the Old Testament, okay? Verse 4. Yeah. So it's and I destroyed.
All right, this is the Testament of Levi, chapter 5, starting with verse 4. And I destroyed at that time the sons of Hamor, as it is written in the heavenly tables. And I said to him, I pray thee, O Lord, tell me thy name, that I may call upon thee in a day of tribulation. And he said, I am the angel who intercede for the nation of Israel, that they may not be smitten utterly, for every evil spirit attack it. And after these things I awakened, and blessed the Most High, and the angel who interceded for the nation of Israel and for all the righteous.
You see that? So man, look at man. Even the name is important, man. Man, tell me thy name. And she said, I am the angel, right? And we know that's Yeshua. Right? That intercede for the nation. Right? Matter of fact, read the commentary on this. I ain't gotta explain it. Read.
Christ himself intercedes for us before the
throne understanding.
Before the throne understanding that we are the sole focus of all the demons in Satan's kingdom.
I think they spelled throne wrong. Yeah, I don't think we got to find a throne.
Therefore, if they can get us to rebel, they can then do things that torment us in our sleep, which they enjoy. Or get the false diagnosis of the doctors. This is the truth of what happening in your being held down and attacked.
All right. So you wonder again. You're wondering why these sleep paralysis, or the nightmares, and all these other things that have to do, that cause the sleep order, or sleep deprivation, sleep apnea. All these things have something to do with sleep. Right? There's a demon attached. That means there's some rebelliousness going on somewhere, or some lust, somewhere, or something that is against, that exalts itself high against the knowledge of the Most High. You understand? That we have to evaluate, examine, and try to, through the Most High, try to eradicate by fasting and prayer. Okay? I have to go back. I skipped a couple one. Sorry about that. Let's go back to James. James, the first chapter. And I'll read verse 12.
Oh, have it said, Con? James, starting first chapter, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endures temptation.
Blessed is the man that endures temptation. Read.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Most High has promised to them that love him.
That's right.
Verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
That's right. So, man, look at it, you can't be up here saying, well, God got me going through this for a reason. You know what I'm saying? God got me going through this for a reason. No, God didn't, y'all must think God is petty. Y'all must be thinking about the Most High is petty, man. For real, man. The Most High ain't put you through that. Your rebellious behind that, Our rebellious behind that, man. You understand? Read on.
Verse 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
You see, y'all hear that? Read that again, man. And read them louder, man. Where that mic at?
Verse.
Don't work no more? Okay. Never mind. Go ahead, man.
Verse 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust.
His own lust. So it ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. God got me. God, is a reason for everything, man. That's how we say it, man. God put me through this for a reason, man. No, man. We've been drawn from our own lust and was enticed. I ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. That's why he specifically said, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. Right? Most High said, listen, don't blame me. I ain't that petty. I'm not petty like that. Don't lie, don't bear false witness on me. Okay? Read on.
Verse 15. Then when lust has conceived, it brings forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, brings forth death.
See that? So then when lust has conceived, and it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So that's the wages of sin is. The wages of sin is death. You reap what you sow. Okay, we reap what we sow. So read verse 16.
Verse 16. Do not err, my beloved brethren.
So do not err, my beloved brethren. Do not err. Okay? A lot of these things here, I'll send out, anybody who want the rest of the lesson, man, just let me know. I'll send it. But Let's go to Deuteronomy 32 and 1. We don't have much to go. A lot of these scriptures are saying some of the same things. So. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, starting with verse 1. Give ear, O ye heavens, and
Go ahead.
And I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. Verse 2. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
Come on.
Verse 3. Because I will publish the name of the Most High, ascribe ye greatness unto our power. Verse 4. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment. A power of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he.
That's right.
Verse 5. They have corrupted themselves.
Who?
They have corrupted themselves.
They had, who's the they? Children of Israel. Right? Read on.
Their spot is not the spot of his children.
The spot is not the spot of his children. Read.
They are a perverse and crooked generation.
All right, come on.
Verse 6. Do ye thus requite the Most High, O foolish people and unwise? Is not he thy father that has bought thee? Has he not made thee and established thee?
Come on.
Verse 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Read the commentary. See, this is deep, man, because and matter of fact, I don't know if y'all listened to the radio show this past week, but Elder recalled, I think Godwin and Lawyer was on there.
Yes.
And how there was just reflecting, and reminiscing, like the time, the Lawyer, I believe I heard Lawyer and God they was explaining how they received the knowledge of the truth and stuff like that. And of course, the other recall, he gave his commentary and his input too. But it'd be so amazing now having this knowledge, man, and now reading the Bible itself with a different pair of lens, right? This is almost like reading a autobiography or like a family. It's almost like reading, it's like a Alice Haley to me, like a root story. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm reading my history. You know what I mean? So remember the days of old and consider the years of many generations. So we got to look, you see in the Old Testament, especially in the law and the prophets, right? We did a lot of things bad. We did more things bad than we did good. You know what I'm saying? In the Old Testament. Right? So really, man, they ain't, except, 40 years of peace, and none of the enemies of Israel coming against us and stuff like that. Really, it been hectic. Because from the wilderness on into the land, till the 10 tribes got, taken away first. They split off. and started making multi-calves and all that stuff like that. And, you know, as a result, you know, they've been taken on down to, you know, the rest of us, the Jew in Judea, you know, we start going off too after a while, you know. So really, man, he said, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show you. Ask the Most High, and he will show you. And thy elders, and they will tell you, yeah, man, but hey, our people been a trip. Can't get right. You know, the elders that you know already, that know what time it is. They ain't going to romanticize it, synthesize it, you know, whatever. They're going to tell you the truth. Yeah, man. I tell you, man, it's going to take the act of the Most High to get us back to our, our glory. Because we are truly a perverse, crooked generation. We are stiff-necked people. Right? Read on.
This word has become increasingly perverse, and our generation is far more crooked than our people that came out of Egypt.
You see that? I mean, just look at it, man. Man, you know, I shoot, man. Sometimes, man, I be scared to tell our brothers and sisters in Israel. Sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Not scared, but like, you know. Because I mean, you know, that's how people look jacked up, man. I can't believe, even for me, man, I can't consider myself an older man, right? But I old enough to know, right? But I mean, I was in the world too, you know. I mean, I kept up with the trends and all that stuff like that. I ain't want nobody to tell me that kind of stuff either, man. Like, you know, oh man, I barely could stand, you know, the old head telling me to pull my pants up sometimes, you know, because I wanted to sag, you know, I wanted to bust it in until, you know, I started really, you know, somebody really told me what time it was, and I said, yo, I ain't gonna do that. I'll put my pants on, tighten up my belt or something, right? But, and you know, like telling, you know, because, you know, when we getting that truth, man, we try to shut everything down there, man. Like, you know, we don't want to, you know, like, for example, man, like, you know, shoot, man, you know, brothers are trying to, you know, grow the thickest beards. You know what I mean? you know, man, we didn't want to get no haircut. If it means like we breaking a law or something. I done seen that. I probably done did that, you know. I probably done did that, man. I ain't gonna trust it, man. I ain't gonna get no lineup, man. This, you know, this bald, I ain't seen nothing but, you know, ball in the head and stuff. They just tell me not to, you know, not to cut no designs in there. So, you know, I cut the bald head, but don't touch the beard, you know. That thing started getting nap up on me and stuff like that. I started looking like, you know, the bees guys on the beeswax bottle. So I said, yo, let me trim that down, man. Once I got the understanding and stuff like that, I was like, you know, let me tighten up a little bit, man, because, you know, I gotta get on these people's job, man. You gotta, you know, right? So you got that, and then, you know, you have it's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of things, but man, we just really be, you know, we just really try to, you know, man, we just try to so hard to just get it right. Not only myself, but, you know, I even, you know, have, you know, people in my walk in the same walk and stuff like that, you know, be like, you know, Brother Masar, man, you know, you're supposed to be doing that now. You know, I be like, nah, sis, chill, man. I done got the understanding on it, man. It's all right, you know. We gotta use some grace, man. You know. So, anyway, man. But for the most part, when it comes to on some spiritual, you know, when things is going on in our lives and stuff like that, man, we really gotta examine we gotta really look at the real. The real meat and potatoes, and that is you know, our behavior, right? Our interaction, because that's really what the Most High requires us, man. This is what these laws was instituted for. How we interact with each other, how we communicate, how we, what they call in the scriptures, intercourse, right? With each other, right? Because that's so important. We know we have love for each other, man. I won't steal from George. I have confidence. I have faith in it. George won't steal from me. I ain't worried about him, you know, trying to get at my way. He ain't got to worry about me trying to get at his way. Because of the law. Not just the you know, not because we, you know, you read it out the Bible and stuff like that, man. Because now, you know, because we read it in the Bible, man, and we put it in the frontness of our eyes, man, and, you know, through Christ, you know, that spirit, in the Holy Spirit, man, like, yo, listen, man, this one thing I ain't going to do, man, I ain't going to do that. Because I just got the love for the Most High. I fear Him. I fear what's going to happen to me. You understand? That's how we got to think, man. Don't do it like, well, you know, ain't nothing happened yet, man. Ain't no lightning bulb hit me and stuff like that. So, come on, man. That's carnal. That's vain. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get cute with the Most High. Don't mock Him. That's another thing. The Lord tell you. Don't mock the Most High. Don't take the Most High name in vain. Okay? Couple more, man. We're gonna shut this down.
Speaking about mocking.
Yeah.
Brother Bronze, he got a new one out called Watson. He put me up on a script. And it talks about even us, you know, when we see brothers that are sisters that might be doing something, that might need some correction. If we sitting back laughing and mocking our brother or our sister, and I don't have this scripture on deck, but you know, I'm studying. But in the scripture, when he says that we're not supposed to mock our brothers and sisters, at least he come back and do unto us.
Right.
Put on them.
Judge not that she be judged.
You know?
Yeah. That sounds almost like the same thing. Yeah. That's what's up, though. Yeah. Absolutely. Got a couple more of these things. Speaking of watchmen, let's go to Isaiah 62. Matter of fact, before we go, let's stay in Deuteronomy real quick. Let's do Deuteronomy 7. 6. And then we go to Isaiah. Yeah. No. Go to stay in Deuteronomy first. Deuteronomy 7. Alright. Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. And then after that, we're going into Isaiah. We're going to read from 6 to 11, and then we're going to Isaiah 62. That'll be it right there. Alright?
Oh, there's a con. Deuteronomy 7, starting with verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. The Most High thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself.
So see, check this out. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High. See, we always got to keep that in mind, stuff like that, man. That we an example, man. We the ones that set the standard. Okay? We ain't need to be high, man. We need to be put out there. We need to put ourselves out on Front Street. Because we're supposed to be the light. Right? For thou art a holy people unto the Most High thy power. Read.
The Most High thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself.
Come on.
Above all people that are upon the face of the
Above
earth.
all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's deep. You know? Because, you know, man, one time I was arguing with a sister on Facebook, you know, when I first got in this thing here, I was arguing with a sister, man, he said, man, what make you so special? I said, the Most High tell me I'm special. You mean, well, I make me so special? Most High told me I'm special. Above all people in the earth. You think that God is not a man that He will lie. Read on.
Verse 7. The Most High did not set His love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
You're the fewest. Because see, because Israel conception, it started, mainly in Egypt. We came out a nation, okay? We came in there 70 deep, right? And came out like hundreds and thousands, right? Read on. So we were the fewest, man. Look at it. Edom they was in sin. Ishmael was in, some of them was in Egypt, some of them was in Arabia, most of them been in Arabia. You had Moab on one side, Ammon on another side. The children, the other children of Abraham, Abraham's kindred, like Assyria and all that stuff like that. It was all around us. They were already formed. Ethiopia was formed, Japheth was formed, but guess what? Israel came out, a nation. He was the fewest of all people. Most High chose us. Okay, read.
Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
But because the Most High loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers.
And plus there was an oath behind that. He promised our fathers Abraham. Right? He made an oath with him. But he has sworn unto our fathers, read.
As the Most High brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
You see that? He took you out. Man, look at man, with the outstretched hand, with a mighty hand. Redeem us, purchased us, right? Bought us from being the house of bondage. You understand? So how dare we try to, beat our chest, try to find about the Most High? You understand? How dare us, right? Read on.
Verse 9.
Uh-huh.
Know therefore that the Most High thy power, he is a higher, the faithful power.
Come on.
Which keep his covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
Exodus 20 and 4, I believe, right? And he said, man, and have mercy on 1,000 of them that love me and keep my commandments. The same thing reiterated. Right? I also show you that only gonna be a few. I mean, cause look here, man. He said, man, he hate. He gonna bring judgment to a third and fourth generation, and then the hate. That's a lot of people. Read.
Verse 10.
Come on.
And repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them.
Come on.
He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face.
Come on now.
Verse 11. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgment which I command thee this day to do them.
All right, read the commentary.
Holy people don't lust.
Holy people don't lust.
Holy people don't steal.
Holy people don't steal.
Holy people don't harbor the spirit of jealousy.
We're not jealous people, right? We don't harbor the spirit of jealousy towards each other. Read. We don't covet. Read.
Most importantly, holy people go into the Father's commandments and find out what makes a person holy and follow that path.
And most importantly, the holy people, right, go into the Father's commandment and finds out how to be a better person and go and follow that path. That's what real spiritual minded, holy, God fearing, children of God do. We don't make excuses. We don't blame other people. We find out where we went wrong at and follow that path. That's what we do. No more blame games. oh well, I going through this, man, because I had a hard life. It's a hard knock life, right? Okay. I sympathize with you, empathize with you, and stuff like that. But what they got to do with you? Okay. You gotta get over that, right? You gotta get over that, man, and push on, and move forward. You got another shot. Let's get it right, right? Read on. Is that it? Go ahead. Read on.
You are being confronted by torment because the Father is confronting you.
The Father is confronting you. That's why you're being confronted with torment. He's trying to get your attention. But you know what, man? You saying, man, well, it's, I don't know, you're not focused. You're not focused. Some of our people, man, they don't even know how to explain what's going on with us in Babylon here. Because they don't want to go into the Bible. Right? Read on.
In his mercy, he has not killed you, so thank him for that and change your ways.
He haven't killed you. Because the Most High killeth and he make us live. Right? He drop you in a heartbeat. Right? But he has mercy on us. Last one. Isaiah 62. Isaiah 62. Got it? Everybody there? All right. 62, and let's start at the 6th verse.
Isaiah 62, starting with verse 6.
Come on.
I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
Come on.
Which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Most High, keep not silence.
That's right.
Verse 7. And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Come on.
Verse 8. The Most High has sworn